Hi, love bunnies. I hope you guys are all doing so well. As you can tell by the title, this look is gonna be the look that I had on in my video Inside the Beauty Haus Kit Series episode 4. Now, I'm coming on like this because this look was actually, it wasn't planned or anything. It was just me sitting down and saying, hey, let's see what I could do. So if you would like to see how I came up with this look off the top of the dome, continue to keep watching. So now, you guys know I always have to tell you a story time, okay? Now, as I tell you my story time, we are going to start with the eyebrows. Now, again, when I do these videos, it's more so a little chit-chat, a little get ready with me. Hold up now. I can't find my eyebrow pencil. Found it. It's a little chit-chat, a little kiki, but still, you know, my little tips and tricks, and of course, a tried and true story time. Hello. At this point, you should know this is what we're going to do here, okay? Oh, and also we're going to do the hair and everything. This is a whole new shebang for me, okay? So, honestly speaking, I wasn't going to film this look because I just wanted something. I'm going to look off into my mirrors. I just wanted something that was going to be real calm because for now, most likely that episode, Inside the Beauty Haus Kit Series, episode 4, that's probably going to be the last episode for now, possibly because in that video, like I explained, I pretty much have most of the things that I need to start actually taking on clients and finding jobs and things of that nature. So I said, you know what? I didn't really want to do a look to him. But the thing about me is when I do a look for a video, because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have my makeup done filming a video. That's the whole point. I wasn't going to film it, but I said, you know what? Why not? It's always good to like just get content just in case, because you never know. So now the story time with that makeup look, also this makeup look that I'm doing now. Like I said, you know what? This was pretty much an impromptu, and I didn't really plan the color scheme. I didn't really plan, you know, I didn't plan too much ahead. Most of the time, my videos, I do plan ahead. But in that one, I just said, I was going to wing it. So originally, I was going to do a look that was real simple, just a little shimmer on the eye, a little pop in the crease, and we was gonna just call it a day. So I did the video, and after I looked at the video, I was not a happy camper. Now, I wasn't a happy camper because, one, I did the whole video highly upset. And it was just my lighting wasn't, one, it wasn't like the best. And then 2, the colors, I would say, really washed me out. And the annoying thing about it was, in person, it came across really well. Because when I went to look in the mirror in my bathroom, it looked really nice. I'm like, okay. But then on film, it didn't capture it. So to me, in my opinion, in my thought process, through my little eyeballs, it the colors really washed me out. I didn't really like it. So I'm like, I'm not gonna post something that I don't like or something that's not like fixable, or so I'm like, no. I was kind of upset because, you know, I have to set up, right? Like I just don't have a whole makeup room and everything is just set and I could just go and I could just hit play and start filming. No, I have to set up. So I have to move things around, prepare things, prepare the items and products that I'm going to be utilizing. So that takes a bit of time for me. Not a lot, but it still is time, pretty much, taking me to set up, you know, and then to do the whole look, and then also to have story time, because 9 times out of 10 when I'm shooting my videos, story times sometimes already in my head, but 9 times out of 10 is just straight off the dome, me talking to you guys. So that being said, that video was, of course, a story time that I was telling, tips and tricks I was saying. So now at this point, stories, I don't remember the tips and tricks that I pretty much added in there. I don't remember, you know, and sometimes it be good stuff, in my opinion anyways, you know. Sometimes is good stuff, good tips and tricks that I'm explaining or saying to you guys. So it's like information pretty much not wasted, but that's the only word that's coming to me. So information that's kind of wasted, time to some capacity that's wasted, energy to some capacity, you know, that, like I said, just a little bit of a capacity is wasted, you know. Filming it's not a tough thing to do. I wouldn't view it as a tough thing right now to do. But filming also isn't the easiest either, because it's filming, which you sit down, hit play, and see wherever it takes you. Well, with me, anyways, like I said, my conversation that I have with you guys isn't planned. That's definitely impromptu. Certain looks are planned, you know, but conversation, no, this is natural banter that I'm having with you guys, you know. But then, even though long form videos like this, minimum thus far is an hour, hour and a half, hour and 45. Now that's it edited. I actually pretty much film possibly 2 hours. So going in and filming the video and then taking the time to have to edit the video and then edit it a certain kind of way, then waiting for it to export, and then waiting for it to upload to YouTube, and writing descriptions, because my descriptions aren't just one sentence, you know, it's very descriptive, especially when it's long form like this and I'm doing a look for you guys. Having to write these things, and yes, I can't use a template, just of course, you know, you want to work smarter, not harder, but it's still time going into things, you know, for you guys. And again, I enjoy it. You know, like I said, this is something new for me. This is a new part of my journey. This is a new journey, you know, and it's fun and I enjoy it, you know. So say, for example, when I can't film, or when things that's out of my control happens when it comes to, say, the lighting or my phone and things of that nature, is like, it kind of sucks, you know, for me to a point. So did that video, end up not liking it, but I said, you know what, thank you, Jesus, let's flip this into a positive. We could still get content and do a get unready with me video. Come on now. Come on now. So that is how my get unready with me video came to be. Now, I don't know which video I'm going to post first, this video or that video. Not too sure. But that's how that video came to be, because I already wanted to try out these products and I wanted to show you guys, but I didn't want it to be, okay, makeup, just doing makeup and then just washing it off. That definitely would have been a waste. So I'm like, you know what? Thank you, Lord. When you have lemons, make lemonade. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just do a get unready with me video. So like I said, that's how that came about. And it was cool, you know. This is where we are right now with the brows. We are gonna do, again, our E.L.F. Wow Brow Gel Tint, if you guys wonder. Just a little 1-2-1-2. But yeah, so that's how that video came out. And I hope you guys enjoy that video whenever I do post it. Because, again, the way I had to set up the camera. If you guys... I want to do a behind the scenes with you guys. I probably won't. But if you guys saw my behind the scenes setup, you'd be like, oh yeah, Jesus is definitely behind that, okay? The fact that it comes together in the end, Jesus is a part of the production crew, I promise you. Because, honey, you guys wouldn't even believe it if I told you, okay? So now we are going to carve out our brows. Now, as I'm doing this video for you guys, I was watching a few of my other videos, right? And one video in particular that I had watched and rewatched and quadruple watched and watched 10 times full is my Inside the Beauty Haus Kit Series episode 2, as well as the makeup look that I filmed for the Sultry Black Smoky Eye. And I watched that video multiple times because the lighting, how the makeup came together, everything about that video thus far that I've filmed, I absolutely loved. And I sit and I try to figure out what is it about it that I love. Like, and I'm like, I don't know. And I promise you guys, I know for a fact that that was Jesus that was guiding my hands, because everything about that look I absolutely loved. The bronzer, how everything came together, the color, the technique of it all. I'm just like, and I promise you, when I sit here, guys, I pray every time that my videos come out like that, every single time. I swear to you not. And I really look at it and I go back and I take notes and I go back in detail to see, okay, what was it that I did? What was it that I didn't do? Was it the colors I was wearing? Was it because the shirt was so black that it just complemented everything else, that it played against the shadow? Like, when I tell you I go back and I study that video every time that I get, honey. So with that being said, I'm praying that this comes together and it comes out like that. I kid you not. I kid you not. I hope that it comes together like that. So honey, we are trying, okay? Because for right now, you know, we just starting. So I'm not at a place at this moment right here, right now, to afford to get a high-tech production crew. Okay, with the lighting and those boards where half of it is silver, half of it is gold for the shadow to bounce, and soft boxes. We're gonna work our way up, okay? So that's why it's like sometimes certain things are consistent, you know, and it's still learning things, right? Like wearing a lighter color, the light from the camera, or the light, say the ring light, needs colors to bounce off of, you know. So say if I'm wearing a white shirt or a light shirt, and then now the walls is white and the light is white, it's just too much happening. So that again could affect how certain things turn out. So it's just these learning curves as I sit and film with you guys every single time. I can only pray that I get the same lighting and all of these things, you know. But I definitely try, you know. So I think I'm going to do the eyeballs first today. Now again, we are just gonna wing it. See what we get. Now, actually in the mail, I received a What brush am I gonna use? In the mail, I got a do I want to use this brush for this? Yeah, I'm gonna use it for this. I bought a new eyeshadow palette, and I bought this eyeshadow palette. One, I already kind of wanted to get one like this, but I wasn't going to just yet. But I met someone, and I have to do their makeup, and it was a very simple makeup, but they showed me that the underline that the person in the picture had, it was blue, and they had blue crystals. So I'm like, none of my palettes have blue. What in the world? But I wasn't gonna say no. But I also wasn't gonna just go and spend money on a palette just for that one shade of blue, because that's not the norm. Every single person is not gonna ask for a blue waterline. So I said, you know what, let me get something that makes sense, that I can still utilize if need be. Again, you want things that's functional, right? You don't just get things solely based off of one client. No, you get things that's functional, especially if it's for your kid or yourself. Makeup is not the cheapest thing in the world, because if you really sit and think about it and add up how much you spend on every single thing, your kit is worth thousands of dollars. Quickly, it could add up, you know. So I'm looking, I said, you know what, let me get a kit. Let me get a makeup palette that's, one, gonna come fast enough and come in time for when I need it. But two, I can still also get some function out of it to see, you know, what I could do to really see what's up for real. So we are gonna play around with that palette today. And like I said, we're gonna wing it, see what we come up with. And I think you guys would like this palette. And the funny thing is, I've seen other palettes from this brand. I just never purchased it. But when I got it, I happened to notice that, like I said, it was from a brand that I always see, but I just haven't purchased anything from them. So, yep. Now, this brush is a concealer buffer brush. I realized that I have two of them. So yeah, I realized I have two of them. So I just use one to put for my eyelid when I use my foundation to put on my eyeballs. As you guys could tell, I barely ever use eyeshadow primer, because like I said, I'm still trying to look for a good one that still, you know, blocks out my discoloration of my eyes that I do have. That is kind of annoying. So I try hard to, sometimes I add just a dash of concealer, just a dash, you know, to see. You like to spice things up sometimes, you know, little 1 2 1 2. But we are doing this together, guys. And then so I'm like, you know what, let me just do the whole hair, makeup, do everything on camera. Sometimes you just have to have things just raw footage, you know, for the most part. First off, I already come up here with this little headband thing all the time. So if that's not exposed enough, why not do the same thing with the hair so you guys can really see? All right, this should be blended enough at this point. So we're going to take a little bit on my beauty blender. Don't judge me. Thanks very much. This is a safe space, okay? Thank you. I'm going to close my eyeballs, lift the water a little bit, and just press it. Because now this is going to lock in all the creams that we just utilized, the creams and liquids we just utilized. So that's going to lock it in. Again, give it a base. So that should kind of make it even. You guys know the drill. Same thing on this one. Going all the way in. Now, this is not the actual beauty blender, like from the actual brand beauty blender. I had got this, I believe, for Amazon when I had bought one of my brush kits. You guys know my eyeballs. And so I really don't like it too much. But I have the one from AOA, which that's off of Amazon, and I hear it's really good. So I have it in my kit for my clients. I didn't try it for myself just yet, but I want to, because when I use it on my client, beautiful. It's extremely soft. It has the right amount of bounce when you utilizing it for the face. It's amazing. This is where we are with the eyeballs. So this is the palette that we are going in with. Are you guys ready? I know colors. Now, I'm not a colors kind of girl, but I said, you know what? Let's see what I could do. Now, the color the girl showed me that she had wanted, it was a mix kind of like these two blues. This is more of a shimmer, if you can't really tell. And this is a matte. It was kind of a mix of those two. So I'm like, okay. Let me see what I can do for myself with this palette. So we are testing it out right now. We're gonna take this little buddy, the smudger brush, because that's what I want to take right now. I think I'm gonna use this color right here. Just a little bit of that little jazz number, maybe a little of that jazz number. Tap it off, and you know me, guys. What we're gonna do? Exactly, we're gonna put it in the arch of our eyebrows. Look at you guys learning so much. So happy. Again, just a little bit. You know me, just a little highlight. And I put it on sloppily because once we start doing the blending, it's gonna do what it needs to do and come together, because I always blend high anyways. High up my crease color, I always blend it up high anyways. So it's gonna do what it needs to do anyways. So same thing, but mainly just focusing it on the arch of our brow. So that's where we at with it right now. Let's sweep it down a little bit. And that's it. Quick, simple, to the point. Now, we're gonna use, do we want to use this one? Tapered crease brush. Do I want to use this one right now? I'm lying, I don't. We are gonna go in with the domed crease brush. It's probably not dome anymore. I'm probably gonna have to put the sleeve on it so it could get its shape back again. So with this brush, we are gonna, I'm thinking if I should use another palette as well. We're gonna go in with this brown color. A mix of these two browns. That's what we're gonna do, because we testing stuff out here today. You know me, guys. Love testing stuff. Okay, let's see. A little nervous. I ain't gonna lie to you. It has pigmentation, I will say that. Because I really don't want it to be too much of a like a not too much of a bold look. Just something kind of simple. Kind of. Okay, we have some color. Like I said, we're going to bring this up, because you guys know me. So just something real simple. Like, I don't really want too much. Because the crease color, this is really just going to be for show. Like, it's not really going to be the center of the show, you know? It's not going to be the showstopper. We just need a crease color. And, like, that's where we at with it. And then we're just doing that. You know me, I like to wing it out a bit. Probably add a tiny bit more on this side. And you know me, just wing it out. But you know my usual. And again, you know, I do this because my eye shape, because it's hooded. So I always want to bring it high up to my eyebrows. Give it kind of a lifted look, and always just sweep it to the end, so it keeps my eyes kind of opened up a bit. Then now, I feel like I'm going to go in with a mix of, maybe we're going to go in with this color. This, but don't think, this purple and this one. We're going to see, guys. a little nervous, but we're going to take it on a smaller brush. So now we're going to take that on our tapered crease brush, and that we're going to focus it in our crease pretty much. So we're just going to 1 2 1 2, dab dab dab, tap tap tap. Jesus, take the wheel. I'm going to start just in the end, then just sweep it into the crease. I got to bring it up a bit, so now I got to close my eyes, just sweep it in the crease. Now excuse me, we went in with a small tapered crease brush. I think I'm smaller than this because we want to focus this only in the crease. The first brush that we used, that pretty much was all over if I wanted to go all over, but it applied the product quickly and buffed it out. So now this is tapered, so this is going to give us a little bit more of a precise placement of the colors that we are utilizing. So again, a little bit on the end, and then right in our crease. So now again, because I have the eyes, I have to look straight, and then just a little bit up above where it should be would be my crease, how I would place it. So again, I still kind of want it to be not close it, so we still see the whole eyelid. We still have access to the whole lid. So again, we just focusing this into the crease. So a crease on your eyes, wherever your socket is, like this right here, this is my crease. That part right there is my crease technically. So I think I like this so far right here. If I want to, I could go back with my fluffy brush. We don't have to, but just a little more. Just go over it a tiny bit. Not putting any more product on this brush. Just gonna blend it again so it just looks seamless. Okay, we always want to focus on making sure it's seamless and blending it out. Okay, always, that's our main focus. Same two colors. Again, same thing. We're gonna look, see where our crease is, keep the eye open. For me, if you have your crease and it's prominent, then do your placement. But for me, I'm always having to kind of create a crease on myself, right? So we're gonna do that motion again. 1 2, tap off the excess, and do the same thing. Place it right in the crease. Just back and forth, super motion. And then 2, doing certain techniques, you know, also helps to bring out the eye. And again, the eye placement, because usually you guys know I would like bring it all the way to the end and somehow end it here. But no, this is just because, like I said, I want the main lid focus to be the lid focus, and everything else is just to complement what's on the lid. So this is why I'm doing it this way today with this particular look. You know, guys, something with this eyeball, it's like an extra, I don't know what this extra piece of skin is doing. Like, this is some newness. I tell you, in my 30s, the craziest things is happening. I don't understand. Like, extra eye skinnage is kind of crazy because this don't have, you see, this kind of look firm. What's going on here? Jesus, please. We're gonna have to have a talk because this is getting out of control. Now it's getting out of control. It's getting a little crazy. Too much. It's too much. Too much for me at this point. Okay, still in the crease. Go forward, doing that. Okay. So now we are gonna add some white to our eyeballs. Because of the color that we are gonna go in and play with. Sorry guys, my stomach just has like a pain. I don't know what it is. We are gonna go in with this white because the lid color, we're gonna do a little more razzle dazzle, and I kind of want it to pop. So I'm just gonna take it on this fluffy brush, which is doesn't say. So we're just gonna go in with this brush. Gonna just take some. If I wasn't stopping to chat all the time, these looks honestly is like 20 minutes or less. I've tried to do really quick looks that's still effective but still everyday wearable and quick, because sometimes people don't have all the time in the world to really do out there eye looks, you know, and I try to be mindful of that. What's looks that people, if they wanted to, could wear every day. That black smoky eye, you could wear that every day. You know, my look that I did in my intro video, that's the look you could wear every day. So every video thus far, to me, are everyday looks. You know, if you really think about it. So it's these little things that adds, you know, enhancements to the eye look. Just tap that on. Probably bring it all the way to the end. Now, because you know me, I love a little depth. Okay? We're going to take this same brush. We are going to go in with a detailed crease definer brush. I'm probably going to utilize both of these right now, to be very honest with you, as I think about it. Probably one for placement and one to buff it out a bit. So I'm going to take this color. And we are going to go in with a color from the ColourPop Smoke and Roses palette, okay? And I'm gonna go in with Tonight. That's a deep berry shade. So I'm gonna use a dash of that and a dash of this guy. We testing this out, guys. So if it looks crazy, we figuring it out right now. So we just gonna put that right in the corner. Just bring it up a tiny bit. You know me, I love to add a little bit of depth to anything, honey. So again, just in that corner, just right in the corner, not doing nothing too crazy. In the corner, buff it out a bit, bring it up a tiny bit to meet that other purple color. That's where we at. Just a little bit. Right in that corner, just focused right there in that corner. And now we're gonna take our brush, just blend it up just a tiny bit so the two meet at this end here. Nothing crazy, just a little bit of depth. So same thing on it. See, this is what I don't like sometimes. It's fine. We're gonna fix it. It's okay. On the little brush in that corner, just right in the corner. And then just bring it up a little bit. Tiny bit. Just gonna keep it focused right in that corner. That like tiny 1/4 of the eyelid. Yeah, just keep it focused there. Bend it up a little bit. Tiny bit to the corner. Again, because now we're just adding depth. So we're just gonna, we're just gonna do the middle finger. Gonna go right in, sweep, and we're just gonna and press it. Starting right from the end and just pressing it. And we're gonna try to press it up to where it meets the crease. Then we're just gonna, and like I said, no, I didn't. I said this in my last video, which I deleted. But when because you can use a flat brush, like you can use a fluffy brush, kind of something like this, or a brush similar to, I just seen it, something like this to pack it. But I find that the warmth from your finger, it just melts it and it just adheres a lot better to me, in my opinion, when you do that. This color actually looks gorgeous on. It looks more gorgeous on. I wasn't expecting this color. Honestly, gonna look over to the side of it, right in that crease corner. the corner of the eye. Yeah, this would be gorgeous as a cut crease. Maybe I should try this as a cut crease. Starting from the end because you kind of want that color that we had at the 1/4 of the eye. We want that to mix beautifully so it's seamless. So that's why we're starting at the end first and then just bring it in and packing it into the front and into the crease. And that's why we're doing that. So we really want to pack it on to really see the beautiful color that it is. Look down if you have to. Okay. And guys, we are trying this look together for the first time. Like I said, sometimes I do plan the looks that I'm going to do. Sometimes I do. But this is a real impromptu. Like, this is a real impromptu, guys. So this is me trying colors with you guys, testing it out. Again, a few different techniques, you know, with you guys. And this color looks absolutely stunning. I wouldn't have thought it came off this way by looking at it in the pan, honestly speaking, and when I swatched it. But this color is gorgeous. So I can't wait to see what we come up with for the lash line, for the bottom lash line. Honestly speaking, this color is really, really pretty, surprisingly. Wow. The color payoff in this palette is gorgeous. And honestly speaking, this is it for now for the eyes. We're going to now jump to the face. And when it comes to this brand, like I said, You Can Be, I guess that's what's called You Can Be. Every time I see this brand on Amazon, it reminds me, if you guys are into like makeup, or certain brands, it reminds me, this looks pretty even close. It reminds me of Urban Decay. So this is my little theory. Okay. You know how brands have high-end and low-end products? I strongly believe that this is probably Urban Decay in an inexpensive brand, because a lot of that brand, You Can Be, they have a lot of dupes to the Urban Decay Naked palettes. A lot of them. And I see a lot of their palettes are really nice. I just never tried them. So I probably might dabble in that realm, honestly speaking. So now we are going to get onto the face. Let's hope this really makes this makeup look. I'm so excited, guys. It looks really, really pretty. Look at us playing with color. Who are we? Come on now. So as per usual, the Dr. Brandt primer. We're going to do our dabs. Primer the face. Now, like I always tell you guys, I usually 9 times out of 10 don't prime, but these are certain steps that I just take for you guys. But I usually don't prime because it's like, why should I? Get that all around. And yep, I'm just gonna dot, 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 dot. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but this has like a glow. This adds like a glow to the skin, which I actually really, really like and enjoy. And in a few of my videos, when I mixed everything together, for some reason, it didn't come out the color that I intended it to. So I'm like, you know what, maybe let me go back and try a technique or a way that I used to do it prior to. So that was dabbing all these colors on this face. Okay, you can see the glow already in this little product. So back of my hand with this one. My E.L.F, you know I use 3. Don't judge me now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe forehead, chin. Beautiful. This brush, as per usual. Wait, let me do my little thing. Hold up now. Because I hate when I do this spraying thing and it just all over my whole life. So I'm just going to throw this over me real quick. Then this one. eyeballs. Woo. Okay, so now onto the foundation, and we are gonna just blend. I'm just gonna blend. What I do really like about the MCO Beauty is really a glow. I will say that it really has a beautiful glow that is so gorgeous to me. I will say that. Make sure blend in really good. Nose. Let me get back up from the nose. Forehead. Tiny bit careful on the brows. Come together. A little bit middle here. Okay, we got coverage there. Down. Now a beauty blender. This side gonna just make this everything so it just blends together, right? Go with my concealer, my LA Girl Tried and True. 1, 2, 1, 2. Like I said, we're gonna really try what I did in that video to really see, because when I tell you, again, I repeat it, I watched that video so many times, and the look just came out so gorgeous and flawless to me. Honestly speaking, like everything about it, I absolutely loved. So my with this, which again, this is my Maybelline. I tell you, they try to compare it to the NARS Radiant Concealer. Nothing like it. Okay? Nothing like it. I didn't do this, but I'm adding a little extra stuff because I want to. Gonna let this set a little bit. A tiny bit. So we let this set a little bit. We're gonna take my ring finger. I'm gonna dab it as close as we can. Now, as I'm doing this, and as I was watching that video over, I think I want to get a pink concealer. And I want to get a pink concealer because they have color corrector concealers. And pink is one of those for brightness. And they have a pink powder that I keep telling you guys about that I think I want to try. And that, again, is for brightness. So I'm like, I could use a concealer, right? That's lighter on my shade. But what if I was to add a pink one, which is for brightening? So you know me, I like to test things out and experiment. So I think I'm gonna try that out actually. I think I just might. So I think in that I took my airbrush concealer brush and gonna just take it. And we are gonna, I'm looking for one of my palettes, guys, that has a mirror. Gonna take it and just the edges first. That close as we can. it down. And again, at the edges. Middle with the middle. And this is where we at with it right now, right? Same thing, we're gonna do the edges. Bring it up. And I do like this brush because it buffs out. I do like that. But like I said, we'll see. Close the eyes I can. Guys, we just winging stuff. We just winging it. We'll see. That was 3. We gonna see. I don't know. We seeing, guys. We're just testing things out. 1. We gonna see how this looks. Okay. It is what it is. I'm just taking it on a brush. This is a fingertip concealer. Actually, I might try concealer with this brush actually because the shape of it, it's supposed to fit exactly in that area. So I think I'm gonna test that out. One good day, I think I'm gonna test it out. My phone is going crazy, guys. So now we just gonna blend it and see what happens. Jesus, take the wheel. Again, I'm trying this with you guys. Right in that area, right here. Again, trying to be mindful of not picking up product. Right? Okay, we look like something. We look like somebody loves us in the makeup world. Someone. Somewhere over the rainbow. Okay? So we're just gonna dab that in there. Right? This is where we at with it. We're gonna try things. We're gonna have fun with makeup. Now we're gonna go in with our contour. So we are gonna use just a brush. The darker ones in the corner. And then that, you know me, always bring it up here. Always bring it up here. Because why? Because as if we buff it and place it down, it's gonna blend down. Exactly, guys. You're learning. I love that. I love that. It means I'm doing something right. So now we are gonna, I'm thinking which brush I want to use, right? Because you guys know I'm using this one right now. You know what? We're gonna use this right now and see what we end up with. Yep, and then on this side, run a perimeter. On this side, right here. Jazz number and placement. Again, buff, circular motions too. And bring it down around the contours. Right, so we look like right now. Also kind of with the blush as well. So just unison. So just one thing and not Napoleon here. Okay, you know we don't like that. I don't like Napoleon ice cream. Okay, not gonna do that here on the cheeks either. All right, so this is where we at. Now we are gonna set under the eye. We're gonna set everything. Now I already know that underneath the eye crease, I already know I could feel it. I can feel it in my soul. So on my triangular sponge, I'm gonna pick up my product. You guys know at this point in time, this is my tried and true Fit Me loose setting powder. Now, gonna look up. You know, a little trick up, cause we know it creased, right? Up. I'm gonna look up, blend it in. Blend it in, right? Then now, gonna take it, honey, right there. Set it. If you want, you could do the baking, but I usually just set it just for good measure. And it also kind of sets the blush as well, and it still does what it needs to do. Oh, it's gonna set it. Now I'm probably gonna do a tiny bit, bake a tiny bit, I swear to you, a tiny bit of the side. Take the concealer, look up because we know it creased. Well, on me at least. Now buff the creases out. Then same thing. Take it, right there, press it, and press it in. Press it in all the way. Bring it down that nice triangular shape. So that also is setting the blush as well, right? Like I said, we're gonna take a tiny bit. That's okay. Bake just a tiny bit. Nothing too crazy. Cheeks now. You know us. Our usual. Wait, hold up. Hold up, I can't see. Use the big mirror. Right. Next one. Next side. Same thing. Cut. Let's see if it's kind of even. Right. Gonna keep it right back there. Now we are gonna take on our big brush. Set the entire face now. Right. I had some in the back of my hand. We could take that. Dab it. Dab it on our hands. Okay. This is a brolic brush. Okay. Forehead. Set. Cheeks. Set. Set on everything. Set. Right. This is where we at. Set in everything. Right. Okay. Now we still need to bring back life and dimension. What are we gonna do? Powder contour. Exactly. You guys are learning. I love this. I love. Absolutely love. You know, I try the true contour palette. And I brush. Take it, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. You know what I mean? Just vigorously. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm really excited to see what this look ends up looking like, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so excited. When I tell you this is literally impromptu, me just saying, okay, this palette came in today. I need to redo this look. You know? I was like, thank God. Because sometimes, let's be real, like you sit down, or I'm saying for me at least, I would sit down and say, okay, I want to do a video. And then sometimes things don't work out because it wasn't that time. And honestly speaking, I pray every single time before I sit and make a video for you guys so that it comes out how it needs to, so I have the words to say to you guys and the looks that would inspire you and want you guys to want to probably go out and recreate it, you know. So it just, my intentions were good, you know, to do this video for you, but it just didn't pan out that way. And I'm not the type to force anything, especially if I'm including my Heavenly Father into it. I'm not going to force anything, you know. So I'm like, okay, wasn't the time. Like I said, I ordered this palette because of a client. But it just so happened, look, we come up and we did this beautiful look. That's new for the both of us, you know, doing this, you know. So there's moments like that that you have to look at. Again, our bronzer cheek, we're buffing up, okay? In our hand. We don't want it to be too much. Buffing it up. So we have with the bronzer. I have to try a different technique with my bronzer, guys. Like, I want to keep trying different techniques because I'm looking for a certain kind of look when I do certain makeup looks. Yeah, now I'm gonna use this one. So we're not sweeping it, we're just patting it away underneath. Same thing, just patting it away underneath. I don't know what demarcation happened here, guys. A little upset. What happened there? Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna do our nose contour. Maybe I'll try cream contour one day, guys. As you guys could tell, I never do cream contour ever in my life. Ever do I do cream contour. It's not my vibe. It's just not my vibe. That from the back and then up, up, back up. Because again, always, it's just something where product just happens to sometimes always be more. So you don't want to like risk it and then start from the front. It's the whole thing right there. Start back again with the bronzer, just bring it forward. And we do that too so it could blend a lot better with our contour. You know, my little highlighter ready. Do that extra little jazz in there. Down the middle, tip of the nose, middle, tip of the nose, middle, tip of the nose. Bring back life and dimension on the nose again. That's what I like. And that's what I like. Want to tell me nothing? Nobody. Top of the cheek for me. So it's a nice little glow. Top. Right. Yep. And I do this too a lot because it's all gonna blend in. Once we do our spray, it's gonna blend in together. I'm gonna go ahead. If you guys could see how like crazy I just be going in with this stuff. Right. That's that. Let me see something actually. There's a little color in here that I was gonna test out and play with actually. Okay. Now we are gonna spray all of this because it's so much like powder and everything. So we are gonna spray it and finish up our eyeballs right now. So we're gonna go in again because honey, we're gonna now finishing our eyeballs. Now, we are gonna go in with that same, as per usual, you know, our fluffy brush. So we are gonna go in, with this shade and this shade. I'm nervous, guys. Okay. Right. So that's how we looking like. Now again, I usually start with the lighter shades we played around with because we always want to be able to build like the nice gradient effect. So that's what we're looking like. Turning back underneath. Look up. Get as close as we can. And now we could also smoke out a little more with our deeper shades from the Smoke and Roses palette. We are almost done, love bugs, with our look. So the same two colors, again on the same brush. Same thing will go at the end. Keep it concentrated more at the end. Just sweep it a tiny bit to the front. I'm going to keep it concentrated at the end. This is what we looking like, right? Keep it moony at the end because that's the darker part. So keep it moony at the end. Looking at the mirror too. I'm going to sweep it a little bit to the front. A little bit to the front. Keeping it darker towards the end. So that's where we are. A little bit. A little bit. And that's where we are with the eyes right there. Black eyeliner from Amazon. And do I want a wing? I don't know. I want to try a new brush today. This is a brow slash liner. We're going to try this one today because I want to. Why not? I'm going to do my liner and lashes off camera, and I'm going to come right back to you, love bugs. All right, love bunnies. When I tell you it was a task putting these damn lashes on, honey, oh my gosh. Some bands are just so stiff. It's like the absolute worst. So we are gonna put some black eyeliner on our one line as per usual. I'll bring it down. So it could be nice and dark a little bit. Same thing on this next eye. are with black liner. Then we're gonna put some black under the waterline. Waterline, not black. We're gonna put it on our bottom lashes. Now we are gonna do our lips, guys. Jeez Louise. We are gonna go in with our Huge. And actually, let's try Mahogany today. And if you're gonna switch it, then we gonna switch it. That's just how this goes. So this is the lip color we have. I'm gonna go in with another liner. Why does this side look like, what is going on? So we lined with Mahogany. I lied, that's Espresso. I'm going in with a Wet n Wild color in 11-11-401 called Skinny Dipping. This is like a mauve. It has like a purple to it a tiny bit. It's a matte lipstick. It has like a bit, it's a nude, but it has purple undertone to it. And honestly, looking at it, I feel like I want to keep it this color. I feel like that looks gorge. Absolutely gorge. I'm not actually, I was gonna add a lip gloss. I'm gonna leave it just like this. I love it. I'm so tempted to put a tiny bit of gloss, guys. I'm tempted, but I'm not gonna. So this is what we look like as the final result. We're gonna take our hair down as well. I told you. We're taking it down on camera. Okay, guys. So we are gonna take this down. I know, right? I know. And we are gonna see what we are looking like. No, I really love this nude lip color. It's really like a pinky nude color. And I'm gonna do a video showing you guys like different lip combos and lip products that I bought. And this lipstick is one of them. And I absolutely love it. It's a few of them. So I'm gonna do that on camera for you guys and test out some lip combos for you all. Like, I had curled up my hair and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to have to curl it every single time and put heat and all that. So I just use the wand curls and pray the curl rods and the flexi rods and pray they come together look like something. I'm just gonna shake it. And whew, put my hands through our curls. And just gonna have them to the side. Fluff them a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Separate it a tiny bit. I don't have a comb or anything near me, so I can't like tease anything out. But we could leave him there. He wants a little extra jazz there. And then we have these curls. Let's actually just pull that back a bit. That curl is getting a little crazy. Wowzers. And I guess you could say this is where we are, guys. So this is the final product here on camera. Everything is falling off this table. I don't know what's happening, but if it's the devil, I rebuke it, okay? In the name of Jesus. I can't. But so guys, this is the final look that we came up with together. Impromptu makeup look. So I hope you guys loved it. Did the makeup, did the hair, okay, all natural. So if you guys love this video, please like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up the video, tell a friend, tell a friend. Also, go and watch the video where I am doing the Inside the Beauty Haus Kit Series episode 4. Most likely, like I said, that's probably the last episode thus far, but no promises. If you guys like this, make sure you recreate it. Send it to me. Let me see what you can do. As I always say, the true foundation of beauty starts from within. Makeup is just the cherry on top. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to share a part of your day with me. I hope you have an amazing day or night wherever you are. Thank you so much, and I love you until next time. Mwah.